Three things God cannot bless no matter how hard you pray. You might be praying every morning. You might be fasting 3 days a week. On the outside, you might look like the most devoted person in the room. But if any of these three things are still living in your heart, God's hands are tied. Keep reading until the end, because what I'm about to share could be the key that finally sets you free. Number one, trying to stay in charge of everything. You cannot ask God to bless a plan you refuse to let go of. Proverbs 3, verse 5 puts it this way: Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. You say, God, I trust you, but quietly you've already built a plan B just in case he doesn't show up on time. Be honest with yourself. Is that really faith? Or is it control dressed up in spiritual language? God does not fight for space on your calendar. He simply waits until your own plan runs dry and you finally come to him with empty, open hands. Number two, expecting God to follow your instructions. The next one might sting a little. Isaiah 55, verse 8 records God saying, For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, said the Lord. There's a real difference between praying your will be done and quietly demanding that God do it your way on your timeline. You picked the date. You decided how the answer should go. And when it didn't happen that way, you called it disappointment. Or worse, you called it God letting you down. But a God who only moves on command isn't God at all. That's a version of Him you built yourself, one you can manage, predict, and control. The real God is a father, and fathers are not managed, they're trusted. Number three, coming to God only for what He can give. James chapter 4, verse 3 gives us a warning. You ask and receive not, because you ask amiss, that you may consume it on your lust. You show up desperate when there's a crisis. You fast hard when you need a miracle. But on the ordinary days, the good days, how much of your heart actually belongs to Him? Here's a question worth sitting with. If God never gave you another blessing, no healing, no breakthrough, no open door, would you still choose to love Him? God isn't looking for customers, He's looking for children, sons and daughters who want Him, not just what He can hand them. He knows the difference between being loved and being used. And He won't pour Himself into a relationship built only on what He provides. If you're willing to surrender everything to God, please write in the comments, Lord, everything belongs to you. Please also share this message with three people who need to hear it. If you would like to know God more deeply, feel free to send a private message to the number shown on the screen to join our online Bible study.